Welcome. I'm Eleanor Silverstein, and today I am here with the one and only Ralph Strauch. And Ralph is going to be presenting at our upcoming Feldenkrais Guild of North America conference. It's going to be in Boulder, Colorado, and the dates are June 26th through the 30th, 2019. And the title of his workshop is, are you ready for this? Knowing what you're doing and doing what you want. Ralph, tell us about this, please.
Okay, well, the title I'm taking off from one of Moshe's favorite maxims. If you don't know what you're doing, you can't do what you want. And what I want to do in the workshop is look at ways in which people in general and us as practitioners often don't know what we're doing, and that gets in the way of what we can do. One of the things that I'm going to be dealing with is the difference between different ways of bringing reality into focus. Benjamin Whorf, a linguist who worked with the Hopi Indians, is famous for the Whorfian hypothesis, which says that the language you speak in determines the reality you experience. And I find that very true. In English is an object-oriented language. We tend to see the world as made up of objects that have boundaries and are separate from one another. Whorf's description of Hopi is a very different language, which in my way of characterizing it is more process-oriented than object-oriented. Rather than seeing a single separate objects, you see a larger process that flows between states. And I'm going to be looking at how we can switch between those two modalities of perception and how they will change both our experience of ourselves and our clients' experience of themselves. To get a quick little sample of this object process idea, hold one arm out and just notice how the arm feels. And in fact, even the act of noticing it, when you notice it, you bring it into focus. It becomes a separate object. And you can move it around as a separate object. Now, stop moving it and just let it float. And get a sense as you let it float that you can let the boundary between the arm and the rest of the world disappear. It's part of the larger pattern. And if you think about that pattern flowing and just redirecting that pattern, the arm moves. And it's a different experience than moving the object.
Wow.
And a lot of the limitations that people feel in movement come from making too many objects, making too many separate parts, and trying to deal with the separate parts. One of the things we'll be looking at in the workshop will be the difference between doing that and having a sense of flow and working with the sense of flow, both within your client and within yourself and your client as a single pattern of flow.
And this
And
is something that you had taught in the past, but it sounds like you're really honing in on it on another level.
yeah, I mean, I've been playing with these ideas for almost 50 years at this point. But this year, I think I'm bringing them into focus in a new way that hopefully will make them more understandable and more accessible.
I believe you. I know you, Ralph. Thank you. And I'm so looking forward to seeing you and hearing how you're bringing this in this other way too. So thank you, because this is very important work that you do.
Okay, thank you.
See you soon.
So long.